Hello everyone, this is Srinivas from Informatica Support, and my today's topic is Rule Simulator for Data Masking. The product here is Test Data Management or TDM 960. TDM or Test Data Management is a tool or an Informatica service which would help you in creating a, subset of production data and mask the production data, and also creating dummy data as sync as alike to the production data, and also profile on your existing production data. So you can hide your production data from the non-production stakeholders. So this test data management is basically used in a test environment where we can pass on the data from the production into the test environment to the developers who don't hold a stake in the production data, and thus preserving the integrity and confidentiality of the data. For masking the test data, we create various masking rules in TDM. So when we create the rules, TDM comes up with with an add-on option called Rule Simulator, where we can test the output of the masking rule without actually creating a plan and then running the rule inside a workflow on a Power Center repository. So Rule Simulator would actually help us to test the rules on the go while creating the rules. So now moving on to Test Data Management UI screen, click on Policies. You can see the various masking rules present here. Open any one rule. We can see the rule, masking rule, the rule type, the data type, the masking technique, and also the creation date, modified date, and the modified details. Now we can see an option called Rule Simulator. Click on Rule Simulator. So in Rule Simulator, we have got two options where we can test the rule against the default data. Click on Default, click on Go. So now TDM runs the masking rules on some default data which it automatically creates. We can see the source value is test data. This is a test description, and we can see randomly masked values in the output. So this randomly masked values in test data management is populated into a test server, which is then provided for the developers and testers so that they can test their various applications on this instead of running their applications on the production data. We can also check the rule simulator against your default data. So for that, we can click on My Test Data, click on Edit. Here we have got two options. We can either take the data from some sample data by manually copying it here. So example, so here I provide my own three default sample data, and then I test the rule against this data for the output. See, we can see the source value and the randomly masked value. And in the My Test Data, you have got one more option where we can actually use this connection, connect to a database. So here we can enter the connection details. So the connection here is any connection name which has been previously created in the TDM. So the owner, we can browse for the table name. We can select any table in this. So once the table details are uploaded, we can select the column from the table. We can also select the number of rows for which we want to test the rule against. So now we are selecting it for 5 rows. So now this rule simulator is tested for 5 rows in a random 5 rows from the database, and we can see the masked output values. Moving on to the slides. One point to notice here is rule simulator doesn't work for custom maplet rule and advanced rule, because both these rules would require Power Center repository connection for running, and rule simulator does not connect to Power Center repository. And also, if you are using TDM96, please make sure you have these two EBFs applied for using rule simulator. We would love to hear from you. Kindly drop us a mail for any further queries or any feedback on this video. You can always write to us at supportvideos@informatica.com. We also are on Twitter. Please find our Twitter handler infasupport. It was nice talking to you. Have a great day. Happy learning.